Hello there, Grant Davis here. I want to take a second and talk to you about a new product that we developed, which is called the Homebuyers Market Value Warranty. In its simplest terms, basically, a housing developer, which usually can offer a structural warranty on their house in case something goes wrong with the roof or maybe the framing or the foundation, now is able to offer a market value warranty. Bear with me so I can do this math in my head, but let's say you're buying a $300,000 house from your local housing developer, and you say to yourself, gee, that's great, and we want to buy the house, terms are good, pricing is right, prices are down, interest rates are fair and fixed, finally they got rid of those bad people, and you want to buy your family home. The fear might be that, gee, what if you buy that house and over the long term, if the long term is under 10 years, what if it goes down in value and you lose your down payment and you lose the equity in the house, like's happened to so many people. So about 18 months ago, or a little over, almost 2 years ago really now, it was October of '07, I started working with some of my clients, which are housing developers, and I have a lot of really good clients that build really nice houses in beautiful neighborhoods, but the way the economy happened, everything just kind of went down so fast. No matter how good of a neighborhood or house was being built, the pricing just went down. So a lot of people stopped buying houses. In Personal Real Estate Investor Magazine, and I'm going to put this up, this is a great magazine, and I'm going to go ahead and give them a plug, because if you look at this top corner right up here, they're announcing this, and they did a nice article in their May issue on ensuring the market value of homes, ensuring the home buying decision. That's me with a funny looking hat on next to one of my developer clients. And then they also ran this nice ad for us in there saying, hey, reduce the fear of buying, and we could ensure the market value of the house. I'd like to mention to you that they have a lot of neat stuff in that magazine, and they were the first ones to announce this. So what we have now is the ability to ensure 20% of the market value of the house. So if you buy a home from a housing developer, the housing developer is going to give you a market value guarantee that says if you keep your home for 7 years, and the itch cycle is 5 to 7 years. Most homes are sold between 5 and 7 years. That's the cycle. We had to get this backed by an insurance policy to make sure that the guarantee was there. But and so for that, we got to go to 7 years. But if you sell your house in years 7 through 10, and you sell it for less than you paid for that house, you turn in a claim. There's the Case-Shiller data, which everyone's very familiar with now, which says in your area the housing prices have dropped 15%. You sold your house for 15% less than you paid for it. You turn in the claim to the builder or directly to the insurance company, and they adjust it just like any other claim. The only adjustment is this, the Case-Shiller data. So if you sell it for 20% less, but in your area the data is only going down 15, that's the maximum payout, because that means in your area something else was going on with your house, which we can't adjust for. But in your area, we will compare what your actual loss is to that Case-Shiller data and make you whole. So as a home buyer, you can see that we can take away the fear of buying a new house and the loss. Now, let's say it's 5, 6 years down the road and you've lost money on the house and you want to sell it. You got to wait for the 7th year. And we've talked to a lot of people, and we think that would probably be okay except for extreme problems. So if you knew you lost 20% of the value of a $300,000 house, that's $60,000, and it's year 6, well, you can put it on the market. Just don't close that sale until year 7. And year 7 through 10, you got a 3-year window. You close the sale for whatever you lost. That is simply compared to the Case-Shiller data, and you're made whole. Now, if you're a housing builder and or a developer, if you think about it for a second, how nice is it to actually say to your clients, look, we build nice homes. And by the way, we'll give you this presentation. We build a nice neighborhood and a nice home. We know that you're worried right now about the houses we build, because what's happened is, and I'm showing you some of these things, the value of the prices has fallen by as much as 2/3 depending on the area you're in. And the problem, I asked what are the problems? Well, the problems really are not that the house was built bad, it's that the economy and aggressive predatory things have happened, and it's just as scary. It's kind of scary to buy a new home, particularly if this is your first or second home in your family. If you're like most people, I've got 4 kids and varying degrees now. Mine are getting a little older, as you can tell by all the gray hairs, but I never could afford to lose my down payments when they were growing up and such. Otherwise, we couldn't have paid for college or the other things that we needed to do for our family, and or just keep them in braces was enough. So the one thing we don't want to do is on the biggest purchase of your life is to have you lose money. So the builders don't all qualify. So if you're a builder looking at this, you need to contact GDI Insurance Agency. You can Google Grant Davis Turlock, California. We're the exclusive outlet for this, GDI Insurance Agency. You give us a call and we'll get you an application and see if we can qualify your subdivision for this product. If we can qualify your subdivision for this product, then basically you're able to say to all of the people that buy your homes in that subdivision, hey, not only have we built you a great neighborhood and have we built a perfect place for you to live, but guess what? We've made it so you can't lose money in the long term. And if the long term, usually you buy a house, we're buying it for our families for a long period of time. Here the long term is 7 to 10 years. You have to keep it in that 7 to 10 year window. If we're going to keep it longer than that, of course, you'll probably be okay anyway. But in the short term, 7 to 10 years, it's not for flippers or people that are trying to make investments. What we're trying to do is take the fear out of buying for you. So we're trying to replace the fear with some confidence so that you can buy and know that your family isn't going to lose things. Things are starting to look up. We're moving from, that's, the picture on that one side of the shack was about all a lot of us could afford, but with the way prices have come down, some of us can now even afford a new home in a nicer neighborhood, except that we're still afraid it might go down. And again, this is the information from, of Insuring the Dream. What if we hold the value up there for you? In the news again, personal real estate investors. So if you're a builder, a lot of people ask, what does this cost? A builder costs 2.5%, depending on where you're located in the country. Sometimes it might be a little less than that or a little bit more than that, but right around 2.5% of the sales price of the house one time. That pays for the 10-year policy. The builder basically offers a guarantee or a warranty of the market value of the home. They send in a monthly report to our MGA, who takes a deposit from them and issues the policy to the builder and issues the policy to the home buyer. If the builder becomes illiquid, by the way, if you're a home buyer, let's say they go into foreclosure or bankruptcy, as many builders have, our policy endures. We've set up a 114 trust, which if you look that up, that money is there in the United States to hold all the claim money there, so that way it'll even endure. It's not like an A+ rated company that went out of business and all of a sudden now we're wondering who's paying the claims. Because it's for home buyers that can't afford to lose, we required our insurance partner to set up a 114 trust. Basically what that is, for everyone that doesn't know, is we have anticipated claims based on good data, the Case-Shiller data. We ran the numbers and we say here's the maximum amount of claims that we believe will be paid in years 7 to 10. We've required twice that amount of money to be deposited into a trust in year 1 as we collect it, in which case it'll probably about double by the time we have to pay any claims. We've made it as safe as possible, and of course if it does exceed that, then the insurance company is responsible on top of that. So I hope this helps. I'm going to leave you my phone number. I'll also write it on the header. It's 888-991-2929. I made this video for both of you. A home buyer, if you're looking to buy a house, why would you buy a house without a market value guarantee? And if you're a home builder or developer and you want to sell some houses, you gotta answer that objection. Because if I'm a buyer, that's what I'm still thinking. How low is it going to go? I don't want to look foolish. I don't want to lose money. Can't afford to lose money. I got a family to support. Why not go to the next step and offer a market value warranty along with all the other great things you do for your clients while you're building your houses? Thank you very much. Hope this wasn't too long of a video. Grant Davis, again, GDI Insurance Agency. We're out of Turlock, California. Ground zero when this all hit was Stockton, so that's about 20 minutes up the road from me. But I'm in the Central Valley of California. It didn't get any worse than it got here. This was about as bad as it got. But because of that, and because of my good friends, the developers that I've insured in the western United States that needed some help, we developed this product, and we actually hope it helps not only sell some houses, but it restores some confidence to the house buying public. And also, if you're a home buyer, if you don't know where to buy a house, you call me and we'll help find a subdivision that has this. we'll find one, or I'll contact one for you and offer it to them, so that way when you buy your house, you have a market value warranty. You don't have to worry about losing your life financially because you wanted to participate in the American dream. Thank you so much. I have some other videos you may want to watch. One is Becoming an American Millionaire, which compares renting to buying a home over a 30-year period of time. That's kind of a cool one too, and it kind of puts it in perspective, especially if this is your first time buying a house. We've done all we can to make it a secure process for you, the home buyer. I don't know how to overemphasize that, except say, give me a call. I guess up here is where the number is going to be, or look on our website, gdiinsurance.com, Grant Davis, and we have lots of material to download and lots of things to share with you. Thank you so much for your time.